When you mention Mathare, Kayole and Dandora, most Nairobians would automatically associate these areas with poverty and high levels of crime. In fact, these neighborhoods are often accused of breeding criminals who then in turn make doing business in Nairobi Central Business District a nightmare. Police have responded to these levels of crime in the way they feel is most effective, and that's violently. They've often been accused of weeding out and killing suspected criminals. And now there's a new trend online. Boys and young men, mainly aged between 15 and 26, are killed, and photographs of their dead bodies posted online by Facebook accounts claiming to be run by police officers. I've been following cases of extrajudicial killings for the last 7 years, and the number of those killed every year is rising. Grassroots organizations claim that in the last 5 years, the number of those killed violently in Dandora, Kayole and Mathare alone currently stands at 805. A familiar silence has engulfed the narrow corridors of Mathare settlement. Residents whisper of the latest deaths here. They claim 2 young men were gunned down in a dark alley, allegedly by police officers. We try to speak to witnesses, but they're too afraid to give their accounts on camera. Elias has agreed to take us to the murder scene. He tells us that one of the victims was his cousin. Nicholas was his name.
Askari mmoja alishuka na bunduki after kusimamisha gari, kupaki gari. Akashuka mbio, akakuja, nikasikia alisimama pale wa kwanza. Na huyo mwingine naye akatoka kama amewashika vijana. Askari mmoja akakuja akashutu mmoja, akaachilia huyo mwingine akarushia mwingine na huyo akashutu huyo mwingine sasa. Alafu akakuja wakaegeza gari pale ndio watu wasione. Alafu akaanza kuhipo watu akifukuza watu waende.
This young man is the last person to have spoken to Nicholas before he was killed. He is too afraid to reveal his identity and asks us to protect him. He says when he heard that his friend had been picked up by people claiming to be police officers, his first reaction was to call his phone.
Nilisikia niko akipewa orders zima hiyo simu na nikasikia coffee. Sikuweza kutulia, nikabidi nimpigie tena. Sasa pengine vile niko alikuwa in cold blood, angeweza kuongea tena. Alipick simu ikakaa, yani nasikia kila kitu vile inaendelea, lakini nikasikia kwa motion wako kwa gari, lakini haongei, lakini nasikia askari wakiongea. Nikaikata kupiga tena nikawa kwa mteja.
Huyo kijana alikuwa anafanya kazi NYS na anapitaga hapa hata kama.
The news has spread all over the neighborhood, sparking raw emotions and revealing a deep-seated concern from the residents.
Tunamuomba hata kama nyinyi ni watu wa serikali, tafadhalini shikeni watoto, pelekeni polisi, pelekeni kotini, akipatikana na hatia afungwe.
Kila mara akikuja hapa wanakuja wakiwa revi. Juzi walikuwa wanatandika watu na mafimbo.
Na unasema akikuja, kwani ni mmoja anajulikana?
Mmoja ndio big fish.
Anaitwa?
Si unasikia? Unajua mimi ni mtu wa kutembea, nikienda ataweza nipata kwa barabara.
The man they speak of first came into public eye in early 2017 when this amateur video filmed in Nairobi's Eastleigh area went viral on social media. Said to be a plainclothed police officer, the man, identified later as Rashid, is seen pumping several bullets into a young man's body. It was later reported that the victim was a notorious gang member.
90% of them have been committed by Rashid.
Today in Mathare, Rashid has become a household name for all the wrong reasons. Mathare Social Justice Center has been documenting cases of extrajudicial killings. Their field officer, JJ, says there's a pattern to the killings here. And almost always, Rashid's name comes up.
All the boys he kills, mostly in Mathare, you'll find that the least bullets you'll count from 5 upwards. 10, 20, 15 bullets in the body.
A few minutes from Mathare, in Kayole area,
alikuwa amelala hivi, miguu huko, kichwa huko.
Baba Tony shows us the spot where his son's body was discovered just 2 weeks ago. Rashid is not prominent here, but another famous name rings louder.
He's wa Dandora.
He tells us he found out about his son's death via a Facebook page purporting to be run by a police officer.
Vile tulikuja kupeleleza, tulisikia mpaka alikuwa amepigwa pingu. Hata kuuliwa aliuliwa akiwa na pingu na ndiye akaletwa huko nyuma.
Hessi's reputation has spread like wildfire in Dandora and Kayole. Residents say that many young men have gone into hiding for fear of being profiled as criminals. We meet two 19-year-olds who tell us they've been warned by Hessi through his Facebook page. They've now been in hiding for 2 months.
Wakaniambia hiyo area ya Bicenta nimtoke hapo ama sisi tutoke huku sawa. Mimi nikamwambia ni sawa basi. Ende alafu kitu moja. Ende salimie Samson alafu mwambie the battle is still going on. Naona. Sasa mimi after hapo nikatoka na aliniambia on Saturday itafika. On Saturday ilikuwa tarehe 12 hapo. Wakaniambia itafika kama mtu mmoja ajauliwa.
Sasa hiyo kipostiwa kwa internet hapo kwa ile crime free. Hakuna pale unaweza enda. Osha kufa. Wanatumia informal. Wako na wengi wewe enda pale. Hata nikiendanga huko wanashapigiwa simu hata sisi kawana wanasema nimeenda kutafuta watu yangu kukula.
Anaogopa mtoto wangu, watoto si mmoja.
Some parents like this mother who agreed to speak with us on condition of anonymity have had to send their sons into hiding after threats were issued against them.
Mimi niko ready hata kumpeleka anywhere. Jumi najua mtoto wangu si mhalifu. Niko ready, very much ready. Akafesiane nao mapolisi. Naofia maisha yake juu saa hizi mtoto wangu hata hawezi tembea.
It's a normal weekday at the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights. Elias has come to report his cousin's death. He wants a case opened against the police in Mathare. The commission says it receives such complaints almost daily.
Kuna malalamishi ambayo yanaweza kuwa yanahusiana na haki yako ya kuwa.
In one of their boardrooms, about half a dozen young men from one of Nairobi's informal settlements are here to report death threats allegedly by police officers. But the commission can only do so much.
This increase in the number of abuse of firearms by the police, so when the young men come here and report to us, we do what we have to do, investigate the veracity of their claims, forward this to IPOA, but then from there, we really hope that the law should be able to take its course. And that is where we've always hit the biggest snag.
The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, tasked with checking police excesses, received more than 9,000 complaints against police. But the authority managed only 4 convictions in a period of 6 years. Currently, IPOA still awaits a new team as the tenure of its officials came to a close earlier this year.
The final call is made by the DPP. Ours is to investigate, provide the file to the DPP. He decides.
So far, we have been told even names of police officers who are suspected to be involved in the killings have been brought to our attention, just like they've been brought to IPOA's attention, just like they've been brought to the attention of other actors like IMLO. And therefore, because nothing seems to be happening to these known police officers who have been mentioned, we have reason to believe that there could be some sort of very tacit approval of the actions.
We reached out to the police leadership on these allegations, but did not get a response. Previously, Vigilance House has stressed that they do not condone extrajudicial killings.
It's not that we do not know or don't acknowledge the fact that there are continental, regional, as well as universal standards to, for instance, human rights there. We are fully cognizant of that fact. But everything must be done in context.
It is not fair for blanket condemnations or blame on the police. When individual cases have to be investigated, I promise you, as a Ministry of Interior, we will work with you. We will cooperate. We will do what we are required to do to ensure that the right thing is done as we go forward.
Even though the residents we spoke to in Mathare, Kayole and Dandora are condemning these killings, many online appear to be supporting Hessi in his quest to wipe out suspected criminals. A survey in 2018 by the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics reveals that extrajudicial killings have done little to improve security in Nairobi. In 2017, Nairobi reported 7,434 cases of crime compared to 4,954 cases reported in 2016. Extrajudicial killings in Kenya have become so perennial that they are now viewed as normal urban life. A report by Amnesty International in 2016 named Kenya as the leader in extrajudicial killings in Africa. But as the number of those killed continues to rise, residents of Nairobi's poorer neighborhoods are left waiting for justice and protection. Asha Mwilu, Citizen TV, Nairobi.